Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. On today, I have the pleasure of chatting again with Nathalie Yasmin Mogbelzada, Miss Grand Netherlands 2021. And I can't wait to listen to her experience at Miss Grand International 2021 pageant that took place in Bangkok, Thailand last December 4th. So we're just waiting for her to enter the room. Oop, I think. Let's see. I think she's coming right now. There it is. Let's welcome her. Hey. She's connecting to audio.
Yes, I am. And I'm also trying to get up. Yes, it's working.
Yeah.
Hi, you look fabulous. I can't imagine why it took you so long.
Yeah, there's probably 5 layers of makeup. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
10, no.
It doesn't show.
So how are you?
I'm good.
Wow,
I'm
you look good.
really good. Thank you. I feel really good.
Wonderful. You know what? First of all, I would like to apologize because I swear to God, I thought Amsterdam is 6 hours ahead of time of Boston. And do you guys have the daylight savings time? Do you use it or no?
Is that like that we time
Like
change?
you turn the clock.
Yeah, we do.
Yes.
We do.
You turn the clock back. Okay, so I
Yeah.
think I sort of miscalculated. Yeah. So I had advertised that the interview would start at 4 p.m. in Netherlands, and then it would start at actually 5 o'clock here in Boston. But so I sort of like miscalculated the whole thing. So I really apologize. But we're live now. We're live on YouTube as well. So people are saying good morning, hello from Puerto Rico.
Good afternoon.
Hello from Philippines. Good afternoon. Welcome, Miss Netherlands. So yeah, everybody's getting mabuhay. And now in Dutch.
What happens?
There you go. So I don't even know where to begin, Natalie.
Where do you want
the show was simply spectacular. And I think many pageant fans would agree with me. There were also some strange elements, in the pageant. So I want to listen to your opinion. But first things first. Okay, so you're back in the Netherlands. When did you return in your country?
The day after the finals, I took the plane home at like 6 p.m. So I had like half a day in Thailand. So I went to the mall there, had my last Thai milk tea, all the calories. And then I had to fly back home, and I arrived like in the morning on Monday. And I was like, oh my God, I feel like I've slept the entire flight. So I was like ready for the day. And now I have like a new sleeping pattern that I fall asleep at like 9 p.m. and I wake up at like 7 a.m. So I'm actually really good in the rhythm.
Okay, all right. So you don't have any jet lag?
No, I had more of a jet lag when I got in Thailand, and I was like, oh my God, how do I like get this straight in like one day? So I like tried, when I went there, I tried to like get over the jet lag in the airplane by like trying to adjust my sleeping better on the Thai time, but I couldn't fall asleep because I was so excited of going there that I couldn't do that. So I could not avoid the jet lag, unfortunately, but.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, the most important thing is that you're back home safe and that you're relaxed. You don't have to worry about anything, except of course, unless you prepare for your next competition. And that's one thing that I'd like to know, towards the end of our chat. Now, okay, so you love Thailand. What do you think of the country in general? What do you think of the people, the culture in general?
I love Thailand. I love Thailand with all my heart. This has actually been the second time that I've been in Thailand. The first time I already said to myself, this is not the last time I will be here. And I'm really happy that I went back there. And because we went to Phuket, I also saw a place that I haven't seen before. I love the beach there. The weather, it's so hot. I don't like the cold here in my country. So the weather there is just perfect, especially like during this season. The people are really nice. I love the food. I really love Asian food. So that's really amazing to me. And I cannot stop mentioning the Thai milk tea. I love Thai milk tea.
Okay, I think we all love Thai tea. I think we
Yes,
love it. I love it too. Now of course, I think Thai cuisine is there's a lot of spicy food in
true,
Thai
true.
cuisine.
Yeah, I thought I
How
prepared myself
spicy?
really well before I went there. I
Yeah.
was like, okay, let me start eating spicy. But when we were in Phuket, it was even too spicy for me. And I felt kind of sick, like tummy issues sick. So I was
Oh,
like,
okay,
let me just
okay.
avoid spicy food. And that was kind of difficult in Phuket. In Bangkok, it was actually reasonable. It was doable. It was fairly spicy. But in Phuket, it was really spicy. And I was like, oh shit, my training was not good enough.
Did you have any allergic reactions to any of the foods?
I don't think it was an allergic
No?
reaction because, as far as I know, I'm not allergic to anything, but something did not go
Good.
well in my tummy. So I don't know what happened. But yeah, I was feeling
Okay,
sick for
so
like a week and a half.
okay, so did you gain any pounds?
I did not. I think because of the fact that I got sick, I only lost weight there.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, you actually look incredible in swimsuit, I have to say.
Thank
Yeah, you
you.
really did. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I thought, okay, well, this is amazing. And now I wanted to ask you about your favorite part of the pageant. I know there's several competitions and stuff. What do you think is your favorite? In other words, which competition did you think you felt the best in performance?
I personally love the preliminaries the most because during the
Mhm.
preliminaries, every girl had the opportunity to shine in their swimsuit and in their evening gown. It's a moment to show you from two different sides as well, like an elegant in a dress kind of vibe, but also like the funky, playful. So that's why I would say that's my favorite competition. The best in swimsuit. I was actually feeling really sick, so I would not call that my favorite part of the competition. And then on the final
Okay.
night, unfortunately, not everybody can like have their own walk in their gowns, in their beautiful gowns. Some girls also like switch their gowns and they didn't have their moment. So that's why I would say the prelims is definitely my favorite part of the pageant.
Okay. Now, did anybody have any accidents, like people like falling or tripping in their gowns or slipping? Because I know in some pageants that happens once in a while, but not in Grand, not this year, right?
Um,
Not that I
not that I've
recall.
seen. I've heard
Okay.
some
All right.
girls saying that they felt like they slipped, but I don't think it was visible.
Oh, okay.
Or not that I
So, so okay. So tell us, just be honest, Natalie. Were there any mean girls in the competition?
um
Anybody try to sabotage your
No,
gowns
not like
or?
sabotaging anything. Obviously, sometimes the pageant, it takes like a really long time. It's like 3 full weeks. Everybody's like trying their hardest. It's like a lack of sleep. So obviously there might be some annoyances between some girls, but nothing like really mean girl-ish kind of stuff. No sabotaging as far as I'm aware of.
Mhm. So, okay. Here's another one. Who do you think was the least sociable?
Least sociable. Let me think. What you're trying to say is like someone that was like trying to connect the least with people, or
Yeah,
what
people.
was
I mean, girls who are not very extrovert. They're there basically because they're on a vacation. They're not there to compete, but just to enjoy their
Well, to
trip to
be
Thailand.
honest, this is actually the first pageant that I had not had the feeling that anybody was there just for a fun time. Like everybody there was really ready for the crown. Everybody was like fighting for it, stop the war and violence. But
Exactly.
like also with the roommates when we had to like get like divided into the rooms, I was expecting, as the usual thing, they would either place me with like a Dutch speaking country or one of the neighbor countries of the Netherlands. But my roomie was actually the Philippines in Phuket, and in Bangkok was Honduras. So actually, because of that, I feel like it was very mixed and everybody got along a lot. So I feel like you had to talk with other people, and it made it actually more fun because it actually mixed instead of like the
Right.
group
Yeah.
kind of thing. What I usually see of like people that speak the same languages always kind of group more. And I felt like
Right.
that was less at this competition. I believe that's
Okay.
due to the
Yeah.
how they divided the roommates.
I think I prefer that too. When you know when two girls come from two different countries,
Exactly.
two different cultures, and
Yeah,
actually spending 2 weeks, getting to know each other. And I think that's where the language barrier breaks, is that when you actually take the time to get to know each other despite your language differences and whatnot. So
exactly. Because like second roomie, she didn't speak English, but like we made
mhm.
it happen by like Google Translate.
So you were roommates with Philippines in Phuket. What did you learn from Samantha as a roommate?
As in like competition wise, the
Um,
Filipino
as
culture.
a person in general,
As a
person.
she's an amazing person. She's a go-getter. She like really prepared really hard for this pageant. You saw like how she prepared from day to day with like her entire team. She was so well prepared, and she's so sweet. She's really a good-hearted person, and I will definitely still be in touch with her like now during these days, and we will definitely text each other, and I hope that I'll have the opportunity to visit her in the Philippines, or if she will be here in Europe, then I will definitely make sure that we will see each other.
Well, you know what? I think you have a lot of Filipino fans now.
I do.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think, yeah, they really do. I think they love you. They really do. Because I think you're something about your personality that is so infectious, and you're always very bubbly. You're always very happy. You're very easy to talk to. And also, by the way, I was watching the behind the scenes of on YouTube of Miss Grand International, and I think there were 2 or 3 moments where you literally took over the co-host, the backstage host. I forgot his name, but he's really a wonderful guy.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my God, Natalie would make an amazing spokesperson and television host someday. I mean, she has the personality. You're very telegenic, obviously. You look very, very good on TV. And so, yeah, I think hopefully any big TV network company out there who's looking for a wonderful, beautiful, eloquent spokesperson, look not further. Here she is, Natalie.
It would actually be a dream come true if that would actually happen.
Okay. Well, we're gonna keep praying for that. So that's good. Uh, okay. So when you moved to Bangkok, you had Honduras as your roommate. What was she like? I forgot her name. What was her name anyway? I forgot her name.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, okay. There you go. So what did you learn about Honduras just by getting to know her?
She was really sweet. She was a really sweet girl. Unfortunately, we didn't have like really deep talks that as I had with like my roomie in Phuket, because my roomie in Phuket, she was like fluent in English, but she didn't.
That's Samantha calling you.
No, it was my best friend here, but like it could have been.
Yeah.
So like yeah, she was just really always really nice, and we tried to like make contact even though it was like really hard because like we don't really speak the same language, but we tried to make it work,
Mhm.
and we tried to like help each other as well during like the competition, like when she had
Mhm.
a challenge of like the makeup thing, and then I told her like try to prepare those questions in English because that's more easier going, those kind of things, and I would
Right.
help with
Right.
that.
Okay. Now, did you learn anything from her? Did she help you in any way?
Mm, not necessarily. She was very
Okay.
often with her national directors as well, since they were staying in the same hotel.
Okay.
So
All right.
yeah,
Okay. 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 So you love Bangkok, obviously. I've never been to Bangkok. I've always wanted to go to Thailand, but I've
good.
never really had a
You
chance.
should.
So I was hoping, what if they hold the 10th anniversary in Thailand again next year? Then I think, I would definitely consider going. But they changed it to Indonesia this year, and specifically in Bali. So, are you going to go next year? Do you
I
think?
mean, I would see how I would financially like stand stable, and who knows if I can afford, why not?
Well, why don't we do this? Why don't we establish a GoFundMe trip? You and I will go together to Bali.
Almost.
All expenses paid by all our adorable, loving fans out there. Please donate at least $1,000 each of you to both me and Natalie, so we can go together and cover the pageant for
But
you.
yeah.
So
Imagine.
that will be really, really wonderful. Okay, so let's get into the competition. So, how did you feel when the Netherlands was called into the top 20? Did you expect it? Were you expecting it?
Honestly, as a small country that's not really big in pageantry, I was positively surprised that we were in the top 20, because for Europe, it's really hard to get into the top 20, top 10, or even the top 5. So when my country was called, I was really happy and proud that that happened. And obviously, I wouldn't be standing there if I didn't think that I would have a chance on winning the crown. But still, it was still like, I know that like more Latin girls are preferred in Miss Grand. So it would still be a gamble. Would I or would I not make it?
Right. Okay. That's a very honest assessment, I think. And you're right. I think Nawat has a specific type that he's looking for. So when I asked a friend of mine, a national director whose girls had competed in this grand, I asked her, "What do you think is now? What type of girl is Nawat looking for?" And then she told me Nawat likes girls with big hair, with really sexy physique, sexy body, preferably thin. Also, very, very energetic and very, very affectionate with people. They love blowing kisses to the public, to all the strangers and stuff and everything. And that's one thing that European girls lack. They don't have that stamina or energy. European contestants are some of the most beautiful contestants ever. But when they go to the competition, they start very strong. But in the middle of the competition, they slow down a bit. And then eventually they lose their energy. And they tend to compare themselves with the Latinas or with Miss Philippines or with Miss Thailand. So I think that needs to stop. Okay,
Yeah.
so I think you did an incredible job representing the Netherlands, only because you've had pageant experience and you've been exposed to different types of competitions and whatnot. So you picked the best elements from these competitions and apply them in Miss Grand International. So but I was really, really disappointed though when your name was not called into the top 10. I was almost ready to turn off my TV. I was really like, what the F is going on? You know what I mean? Like, where is Netherlands? Netherlands belongs to the top 10. So how did you feel when you didn't advance to the top 10? Did you just accept it?
I did accept it because when I was standing there and the rest of the top 20 was called out, I felt like I heard this country, I heard this country, I heard this country. They will all advance in the top 10 based on the rehearsals. So I felt like there would not be enough place for me to be in the top 10. So I had an easier time accepting it because I kind of already expected it, I guess.
Mm.
So
Did you
that's
did you did you cry?
I did not. I
Okay.
told myself up from before the finals, like no matter what, I will give my 100%, even when it's done for the Netherlands. I will just keep on representing my country because I still stand there as the Netherlands. And I just want to show people that, it's a shame that I wasn't there. And I don't want people to get the satisfaction of like, oh yeah, you see, she didn't belong there. because I feel like I did belong there.
Yes, of course. I mean, it was your destiny, at least to belong in the top 20, so it was your fate. Now, of course, there were some surprises. A lot of fans are still wondering why two frontrunners, Thailand, the host country, and the Philippines did not make the cut. What do you think? Do you have any speculations?
I have no clue. I really don't know. I was shocked too. I was standing there and I was like, this cannot be the top 20, like I missed some countries. There were multiple countries that I was so certain of that they would be in the top 20 and they weren't. And I was like, oh, what's happening?
Yeah. Yeah. So, it's a very tough competition too. And also, okay, well, what do you think of the judging criteria? Because a lot of fans, including myself, during the telecast, they showed the images of 5 former Miss Grand International queens, and they were supposed to be judges. Okay, so they were judging remotely, virtually. But yet, what we don't understand is that when there were only 2 ladies standing, Vietnam and Ecuador, the host said that there was a tie. Mind you, there were 5 judges. How could there be a tie? That's one question that we have. So, but then again, knowing how Nawat operates, it's his pageant. He can do whatever he wants, and we respect that. That's fine. But the perception that the world got was that these judges are just decorations. They're not real judges. Do you know what I mean? So eventually, it's actually Nawat's decision to choose between Ecuador and Vietnam. So I just wanted to hear your thoughts about that.
I have never seen a scoreboard. I also don't know where in the top 20 I've ended. So for me, it's really hard to give a judgment upon that because I feel like I know just as much as you do. Mm-hmm. Obviously, they have told us that based on the prelims, you'll be in the top 20 or not, and the rest will be decided on the final night. And I was just busy with the show. So for me, it's really hard to say that I could have seen anything or the way they have judged or they have communicated between each other. I would not know, to be fair.
Okay. I don't know if you saw it, but I saw a video on Instagram posted by a fan from Ecuador. Okay. It showed a video clip of Nawat and his associates like Teresa and other staff members and other former Miss Grand Thailand queens, with his group. And there were the girls behind him, the woman behind him were chanting, Vietnam, pick Vietnam, pick Vietnam, pick Vietnam, not Ecuador, not Ecuador. I don't know if you saw the question and answer portion or how each girl responded. Personally, I think Okay. Well, neither one of them actually responded to the question that well. But this is just my personal opinion. I mean, no offense to anybody, but I probably would have picked Ecuador only because she again resembles Nawat's stereotype or a rather archetype of a winner. And the only reason, I guess, why Vietnam won is because he was pressured by his associates to pick Vietnam. I don't know. I'm just speculating. So, take everything with a grain of salt. People, okay, don't necessarily believe me because whatsoever. So this is just my speculation. So yeah, so when I saw that video and other fans started commenting, is this how Miss Grand International is judged? Everything is arbitrary. There are no tally sheets. There's no voting ballots. There's no paperwork. There are no accountants present during the judging deliberation. So everything was handled arbitrarily. And that's why it angered a lot of fans, especially the Ecuadorian fans. They felt that they were robbed. Their beauty queen was robbed. So anyway, but you know what? What can we do? Okay, it's his rules. It's his pageant. It's like Miss World. Miss World is the same thing. Julia Morley arbitrarily picks her winner. And I bet you she already has picked the winner as we speak. So what can you do? Well, anyway, so you made the top 20. You're very, very proud of representing your country, the Netherlands. And I think, I believe, I think you're the first Dutch girl to make the top 20.
No.
No. Were there other girls before you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
There
sorry.
were
You know, I'm
three
not really familiar with
other
history,
girls.
but were there other
I
girls?
three
Okay.
other girls, top 20. But I think we never made it to top 10.
Okay. Well, you know what? Hopefully that'll change next year, because what you're going to do, you're going to, I'm going to ask your national directors, Stefan and Robin, if you're watching, please consider Natalie as a coach or as a mentor for your next Miss Grand Netherlands 2022. Okay. Okay. So yeah, please do that, because she's just simply amazing. Now, what did you like the least about the competition? I mean, nothing is perfect, Natalie. Nothing is perfect.
The lunch and dinner boxes.
Oh, you didn't like the lunch boxes?
I did like the food, but it was usually cold. So I was really happy when I got home. I got like a hot meal. I was really excited for that.
Okay. You mean they didn't have any microwave ovens?
Well, not in my room. Okay. So the thing was, we got the lunch, but then we were like rehearsing, because like obviously it takes a lot of rehearsing to get on a good show, which we all had to work on, and sometimes it was standing there already and it got cold.
Okay. All right.
That's
okay.
I totally respect that. At least I was happy, the food was there on time. We had some food, and the food was usually really, really delicious. So that was a plus.
Okay. So there was quite a variety of foods, I think.
Yeah. We always had like a lot of options to pick from. So that was also really nice for like the variation. It was not always like the same kind of box that you'd be like, oh my God, not again. I was happy that was the case.
Which contestant ate the most?
Miss Czech Republic.
Oh, really? Oh my God.
Yeah. She was always like, I took 2 boxes. And then, at the end of the finals, I was like, damn, I should take an example of her, because the food was really good. And I was like, I should start doing that too. But I was like, I need to wait. First we have swimsuit competitions, prelims. Maybe after the finals, I'll take 2 boxes too.
Oh, that's funny. So Czech Republic, but she's so thin. How could she eat so much, but she's thin?
I don't know how she does it. I want her body. Like, she just eats it and she still looks perfect. I don't know how.
I think she has a great metabolism. She can eat as much as she can without gaining any weight. You know what I mean?
Perfect body.
Oh my God. And she's beautiful too. I love her her modelesque face. She's a very gorgeous, high cheekbones, pouty lips,
and
like
she's
that.
Also really sweet. She's such a sweetheart.
Is she a sweetheart? Okay, that's wonderful. That's amazing. So you wore a different gown during the finals. Okay. I think you wore a different gown also during the preliminaries, if I'm not mistaken, right? Okay. Yeah. So which of those 2 gowns did you prefer? Preliminary gowns or the finals gown?
The one I wore on prelims. It was made by Bjorn, like the Dutch designer here in the Netherlands. I brought that dress from the Netherlands. But after the prelims, they told me to change my dress. So they arranged a Thai designer for me. And I switched up the dress. Okay. I'm not going to say that I was ungrateful for it. It was a beautiful, beautiful dress. It was sparkly. I don't know how, but it fitted perfectly around my body. But I actually wanted to do the finals in my red dress as well. So like that was something I was mentally prepared with. But nevertheless, I'm really grateful that I got the other dress as well.
Okay. That's good to know, because I actually prefer your preliminary gowns. I always, you know what? I don't understand with some of these contestants. Contestants, if you're watching the show, you always wear your better gown during the preliminaries. This is where the judges actually take a closer look at your evening gown and whatnot, and not during the finals. But for some reason, a lot of girls think that they have to wear the best during the finals. No, 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 no. You have to wear your best gowns during the preliminaries. Okay, people? All right. Let me read some comments, by the way. Somebody's saying about the judging process. Alvin is saying, discussion is over. It's proven already it's a cooking show and it's a disgusting pageant. That's what Alvin says.
What does the cooking show mean?
A cooking show means all the ingredients have been prepared. The meal, the winner has already been picked. So the winner is being compared to a meal that is being prepared. All the ingredients have been laid out to cook, to prepare this meal. Meal means winner.
It makes sense to have a tiebreaker, right? If it would be a cooking show, then it doesn't make sense to have a tiebreaker.
Exactly, exactly. So that's one of the reasons why people think that the pageant is rigged. Oh, our good friend Robin, one of your national directors, he's saying, Rafa, Nathalie is part of our lives, and she definitely will support our next queens. Good, Robin. Woo, 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 woo. And he also says, we're very proud of her. Love you, Nathalie, from Thai people. Love you, Nathalie. Okay. How would you describe your friendship with Miss India? Did you have a chance to talk to Miss India?
Yeah,
okay.
Miss India, I've met her during the welcome ceremony, or like the welcoming ceremony, but like the first day we got there, I sat next to her and we both had like a big bag. Like everybody just had like a small clutch and we both had like a big bag with like everything prepared. Like, what if our makeup happens? Like a small makeup bag, hand sanitizers, hand cream, scarf, everything. So we were like, is it okay to just like wear a big bag? And we're like, yeah. So like we already clicked from the first day. And like the last day before we went to the airport, we had the same bus to the airport. We went to the mall together. So she's really lovely. And I really love her and I really miss her.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know what? I was also really shocked when India did not make the top 10 because, you know, I think they sent a gorgeous girl this year from India. And I was really, you know, I was really disappointed. But you know what? Again, you know, it's beyond our control. Okay. So basically, oh, somebody's asking, what do you love the most during the competition? During the actual competition?
What I love doing the most during the competition?
Mm-hmm.
I think all the experiences we had in Phuket, because we did a lot of sightseeing. I love that. I have like a huge passion for traveling. So the fact that we got to do some sightseeing definitely like lighted up my heart.
Okay. All right. Well, you know, again, you know, you travel. I mean, you're a jet setter. You've traveled to many places all over the world. And whatever beautiful memories you made in these countries, they will always remain in your heart. And I think, you know, and I think, you know, young people, take it from Nathalie. Take her as an example. If you're young and if you have all the resources available, go see the world. Go get to know other cultures, okay? Because your country is not the center of the world. There are other things happening outside your country. So please, people, go and get to know as many cultures as possible. Now, oh, here we go. Somebody, Adrian, wants to know, Nathalie, okay, please ask Nathalie to join Miss Universe Netherlands and represent the country. She's got everything to win Miss Universe Netherlands. What do you think? Are you game?
Who knows? Who knows? I mean,
Okay.
I might give it a shot. I tried once before and I didn't make it to the finals. I don't know if they would want me, but representing my country again would forever be an honor to me. If that would be a possibility, I would never say never to that.
Okay. All right. Oh, there's another pageant, Miss Supranational. Have you heard of it? There's another pageant to consider.
Tell me more. I've never heard of it.
Well, ask Robin, because I think Robin and Stefan sent a Dutch girl, I believe, in Supranational. Oh. So he asked them. Yeah, they should know.
Yeah, I might ask them about that.
Yeah, I think her name is Swelia. She's a beautiful Black girl. She's stunning, and she made the semifinals in Supranational. So that's great. Now, all right. So, which of your fellow
Rafa,
contestants
I'm
did
not
you?
sure. Are you making a joke with me?
What do you mean joke? I'm not joking. What? What joke?
The fact that I should go to Supra again?
As a different country.
A different country, like a different passport. I unfortunately only have a Dutch passport, so it can only represent the Netherlands.
Well, can you represent Bonaire?
I don't think so. I have no connections there. I've never been there. It would be kind of weird.
Okay. All right. What other countries can you represent? What is your background? I mean, do you have like other like
I
foreign
only have a
blood?
Dutch passport.
Really? Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. We'll think of some other pageant that we can send you to. Okay. So we can talk about that. Now, which of your fellow contestants did you feel the closest to?
The closest. So there were some girls that I was spending like from day to day that we used to talk or share experiences with. Obviously, one of them was my roommate, Samantha, because we shared a room. So we got, I would say, maybe even the closest. Then with Miss India, I was really close because we met like the first moment during the pageant, like outside of the room. And we just clicked. We had like the same kind of sense of humor. Then during all the days, I was also really close with Miss USA and Miss Pakistan. We were like a squad, like going around and doing stuff. My bus buddy was Miss Sweden, and I was also getting along really well with Miss Venezuela, Vanessa.
Okay.
So
All right. So
yeah.
that's amazing. So hopefully one of these days you girls get to have a reunion of some sort.
Oh, definitely,
That'll be
for
fun.
sure. I am very certain that I will see at least one of them, for a
Mhm.
very
Okay. That's wonderful. Now, how did the entire Miss Grand International staff treat you and the girls? I mean, I heard that the regulations were strict, but in general, how are you treated by them?
I feel like they took good care of us. Like they always made sure that everyone was there where they had to be. They were kind to us. Whenever we had a question or a problem, we knew where to go to, who to talk to, and they were always there. They were ready to help us out. So I feel like they have done an amazing job, and I'm really thankful for that too.
Mhm. Okay. So there were no well, did you feel like some girls were favored over others? Did
By
you
the
feel any sense of
chaperone,
favoritism? Any sense of favoritism coming from the organization?
not that I've noticed.
Okay. All
Not
right.
really.
Because I know that there are a lot of chaperones. Like chaperones were actually monitoring the behavior of the girls.
Mhm.
And if a girl misbehaved, they would write it down and report it to the management. So
Mhm.
that girl is officially eliminated. So did you misbehave? I guess not, because you made the top 20, right?
Or did I? Because I did not make it to top 10.
Okay, so you misbehaved during the finals on backstage. You did something horrible backstage. Okay, and some staff member reported it to Nawat, and that's why you were eliminated. Bad girl. No,
I
just
don't think
kidding.
I misbehaved.
Okay. No, we all know that you're sweetest. You're very sweet, very loving, kind, person. So we know that. Now, oh, did you do a lot of shopping? From Thailand in Thailand?
I shopped a lot of snacks.
Snacks?
Yeah, I had no more space in my luggages. I was already overweight, so I was like, I still have some space in my tummy, so I can snack a lot.
Well, did you have to pay extra though for your luggage? Did you bring? Not really. Okay. All right. Wait, how many suitcases did you bring?
So I brought two big ones and a one carry-on. and I came back with 3 and 1 carry-on. But that's only because we got a luggage sponsored. And I thought it was a really good luggage. And I was like, I really want to get it with me. So I made sure it was empty. And I asked them really kindly when I like checked in if I was allowed to bring an empty suitcase with me. Because I was like, I don't want to pay $700 for it. So if I have to pay for it, then I won't take it with me. But please, please, please let me take it with me.
Yeah, that's amazing. Oh, let's talk about your costume. Remember doing our before you went to Thailand, we had a little interview, and then I asked you what your costume was going to be, and of course, you were very secretive about it. And then I was hoping that you would wear this big, gigantic windmill.
Miss Grand
and maybe. Yeah, exactly, and maybe carry a bouquet of tulips. But when you came out wearing this was it Formula One race uniform one, so well, this is very interesting. This is very unusual, but you know what, as much as your costume was very simple and very light, it actually attracted a lot of attention. So because
it did.
Not only that, but I thought also the way you executed it, when you were like brandishing the flag and you were doing all these squats and dance routines on stage, you know what I mean? Like Miss Angola. Did you see Miss Angola? I mean, she won one of the best.
My favorite, my favorite. I loved her entire performance. It made me love her as a person, her entire act. I was like, this girl, oh my God, I'm rooting for her. She's so amazing. And she was so down to earth. And she like also didn't expect to get like best in national costume. She was crying when she was announced in top 20. I was like, this girl, her heart, she's so sweet. Yeah. I was so happy for her. She was
amazing. Yeah, it's also her overall execution and performance during the national costume competition. That was like very, very impressive. Yeah.
It was really, really good. It was like a total act on its own. I was like, holy shit.
She lived it.
Yes. she was a different person. She was really living in her role, and she like executed it perfectly. And I was like, I'm afraid to go on stage after her, because like it's done. Like, she did it. She already like put out in a performance. This is it.
Yeah. She actually looked very scary.
You think?
Her look, her face, and also her makeup, like it was like, ooh, this is really very scary.
Impressed. I was really impressed. Like it all matched together. It was like the perfect picture. The act, the makeup, the outfit. It was an entire performance. So impressed.
Yeah, she was simply amazing. Okay, so let's go back to reading some of the comments. All right, so Natalie should join Miss International. I think you already did join Miss International, and you, unfortunately, you did not place. But it's their loss anyway. Somebody wants to know, Natalie, did you meet Nawat in person, and what do you think about him?
I have met him sometimes in person, but not like because in the beginning of the competition there were like 5 girls that won like a fan voting. They had like a dinner. They had like the real opportunity to have a good conversation. Obviously, one of my few conversations that I had with them was like the indoor interview. I really liked them. The indoor interview was with Mr. Nawat, Mrs. Teresa, and our queen, Habina. And they were all really kind. They wanted to like listen to my story, get to know me better. They asked me questions, and we just like had a laugh. It was like a really chill environment. I felt very comfortable just speaking and talking about myself and trying to like, obviously, I wish I had more time to get to know them as well, but it was actually all about me. And I was like, because like afterwards we also like did a live, and that's also what I said. I wish I had more time to also get to know them, because it makes me feel really uncomfortable only talking about me.
No, did they ask you some hard questions? Like really challenging questions?
What is a challenging question?
I don't know. What do you think of the Thai royalty? Stuff like that.
Did not ask me that. In that case, they did not ask me any hard questions.
Okay.
No.
Because I heard.
You can speak.
Yeah, I heard you cannot criticize Thai royalty, otherwise you'll go to jail. That's what I
Yeah,
heard.
I've heard that too. I don't think
Yeah.
I would criticize them anyway, because like I don't know that much about them. It's hard to give credit.
Okay. Right, right. Somebody, Dustin wants to know, what do you think about Philippines and Ecuador in person?
Philippines is such a sweetheart. I really love her. I have seen her in person. I have also seen her like in the room, you know, like when she's not during a competition, and she's really a good-hearted person. She's really funny, really nice. And Ecuador, I haven't actually talked that much to be honest. I have talked to her maybe like 2 3 times, just like a hi bye conversation, not like a deep conversation, so it's hard for me to say something about her because I haven't really
Mhm.
gotten the opportunity to get to know her.
Okay. All right. Somebody says Natalie can compete in Curacao for Miss Universe Curacao. Because Curacao is Dutch, right?
I have also never been in Curacao, so it would be weird to me to like represent a country that I've never been to.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that would look very funny though. You're representing a place that you don't have any relationship with or any link to, right? So that would feel really, really very strange. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah,
wouldn't even be able
weird.
to say how many like inhabitants Curacao has. What are the beauties of Curacao? I wouldn't know because I've never been there.
Okay,
It is on my to-do list though, not gonna lie.
okay, there we go. Yeah, I've never been to Curacao myself, so I heard it's also a
Let's also
beautiful
start a
island.
GoFund us to go there.
And there we go. Okay, people, go fund part 2. Natalie and I will go to Curacao. Please fund our trip. Okay.
We
Just
should just
kidding.
like have a GoFund for like a travel all around the world. And
Yeah, I
we'll
know, right? It's like what do you call it? It's like a
Discovery Channel.
scholarship almost. Yeah, it's like a fund. Yeah, it's the fund money. Somebody want Harry is asking Natalie, in case if you were to replace someone in the top 10, who would it be?
Who was in the top 10?
Who was in the top 10? Well, yeah, I don't know. I forgot who in the top 10 was. Well, the top 5, obviously. And then you have, I think Venezuela made the top 10, I believe.
Costa Rica.
Um, Costa Rica made the top 10. That's another shocker. Costa Rica actually should have made the top 5, personally, for me.
Costa Rica is gorgeous. She was.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. Yeah. So do you think either I don't know, you would have replaced, I think they all deserve their top 10
They
spot,
did.
don't you think?
Yeah, because like I said, when I was announced in the top 20 and I heard all the other countries that were in there, I already knew there was not enough space for me.
Yeah.
So I was already where like the girls that were in there, they were deserving.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're all strong. They were all very competitive. So yeah. Okay. So what is this? Okay. Yeah. Somebody's saying, you should go compete in Curacao again. She can compete in Curacao. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now, did you get any souvenirs, by the way? Did you?
From Thailand or from the girls?
Yeah, for your mom. Did you get anything for your mother?
Of course I did. Of course I got a special gift for my #1 fan. She was awake all day, every day. She was there for me. Like when I had to cry, when I didn't feel really well, when I was like, oh my God, mom, how am I going to survive this? She was there to tell me that I looked good. She was always there for me. Of course I had to bring her something.
What did you bring her?
I got her a fragrance.
Ooh, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Is this a brand that the organization was promoting? Because I saw a video of the girls. Is that it?
It was not. It was not.
It's a different brand.
It was a different brand, yeah.
Okay. Did you buy any shoes?
I
More
did not.
clothes?
I got this bracelet in Thailand, and I can prepare. I bought this cute little
That's cute.
and this bag from Phuket.
Oh, that is cute.
Right?
That is
So
very
that's what I
cute.
got. And then obviously I also got some souvenirs from the girls,
Mhm.
uh, from the other candidates. And that's also
Okay.
what I brought with me home.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, kind of like that.
Okay. Okay. Oh, somebody wants to know. Okay, another girl that missed the top five, and everybody was, hoping for her to enter top five, was Indonesia. Were you friends with Indonesia?
Well, so the thing is, we had two buses, bus one and bus two, and we were often like divided into that. So as Ecuador, Indonesia was also in bus one. I haven't seen her that much, but the times that I have been talking to her, I was like, she's such a fun, bubbly girl. She has like a really nice spirit. She's really intelligent as well. And her voice is so heavenly. And every single time she was
Yeah.
speaking as well, I felt like she was also like having like her spiritual side in her speeches, which I thought was really inspiring. And I love to like hear people that actually thought about the words that they're choosing. So I felt like she did deserve to be in top five. Yes, I was shocked about that
Mhm.
too.
Yeah, she actually cried after the pageant. There was like video of her, crying, and I mean, she looked very, very sad by the results. But she's young. I think she's only 19, I believe,
I think she was.
and she has a lot of opportunities. Yeah, she has a lot of opportunities,
She
to
will
compete in,
definitely
in other
make it.
pageants.
Yeah, she will
I think.
definitely. She will become big. Like trust me on my words. This girl is going to be a big star, either in pageantry or as a singer. But she's definitely a performer. We will definitely hear more from her. She's amazing.
Okay. All right. So did you hear that, Indonesian fans? Okay, you sent an amazing, beautiful contestant this year at Miss Grand, and I think her future is going to be very big and very bright
For
someday.
sure.
So Miss Grand Indonesia, please don't give up. Keep pursuing your dreams and stuff. So listen, Christmas is what? 16 days away. What are your plans for Christmas?
Obviously, spending Christmas with my family. I'm so excited.
Okay.
This is my favorite holiday. What are your plans for Christmas?
I think I'm just gonna stay home and maybe shovel some snow if we have a snowstorm. Because like 2 years ago we had a major snowstorm and I ended up like shoveling snow. It's like, oh, this is so boring and stuff and everything. But I prefer my Christmas very quiet and very peaceful. Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'll go out, join some friends for a simple dinner. Who knows? So
I
so
go for
what is your yeah, yeah. So, what is your Christmas wish? Do you have one
my
besides world peace?
is actually health. Health for my
Health.
family, health for people that I care about, health for you, health for everybody. I think health is often something that people forget about. People try to like impress other people with money, with trying to get the best out of themselves when they often forget their health is also really important. Your body is like your holy temple, and it's also like mentally. It's so easy to destroy yourself mentally by trying to perform really well. You want to just like keep on going in your life. You want why? To impress other people, to do better than other people. It's not worth it if you're not healthy. And I hope people will start to realize that and take better care about their bodies.
Well, there is an expression, health is wealth, right?
That's probably true. I cannot agree more with that.
Mhm. You can have you can have all the money in the world, but if you don't take care of your health, then you might as well die.
Yeah.
Because I know a couple of people who have tons of money, but their lifestyle is just so poor. They really don't care anymore. They just don't care. So it's just so sad. But of course, you know me, I'm vegan, so I always promote veganism, a healthy vegan lifestyle to the world out there. you know save Mother Earth, go vegan. Okay, um what is a traditional Christmas uh like in the Netherlands? What do you Okay, so do you have Santa Claus? in the Netherlands?
Yeah.
You do, right?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. All right. So does he go down the chimney or what?
He does.
It does.
He does.
Does he go?
Yeah.
He does. Okay.
Yeah, but like we don't, like I live in an apartment with my family. We don't have a chimney, but so Dutch people usually do gourmet. I don't know if you've heard about it, but it's basically having like a grill on the table, and you have like small cut up meat and vegetables, and you like grill that. It's a little bit like a hot pot, but instead of like a broth, you have like a plate, and you just like put everything and just like bake it and just like eat it with your friends and families. But me, I don't celebrate it the Dutch way. My mother is from Slovakia. So there we have like the tradition to always eat a creamy mushroom soup as a starter. Then for the main course, we have like fried fish with homemade potato salad. And we have like this entire ceremony beforehand that we like eat walnuts, and like if you open the walnut and it's like a good one, then you'll have like a healthy year, and if it's like a rotten one, then you know might also
You'll have a rotten year.
yeah, your health might be not so good. And then we have like fruits on the table, and we like divide that to the amount of people that are around the table, so we share like one apple with all the people around the table, and we're like thankful and thanking God for the entire year and for the opportunities of like being here and sitting here together, thinking of the people that are unfortunately not with us anymore, and just be thankful for all the food we got on the table. And then after that, obviously, my sister's happiest moment of the day is unpacking gifts that are magically under the tree.
Well, I mean, for me, when I was a child, I really, really, Christmas was my favorite holiday, and it still is. But I think Christmas, has become so commercialized
It is, but isn't that like with
that
holiday?
we spend, you know what I mean?
I
Yeah,
totally.
it's like people are so obsessed. Yeah, we have become so obsessed with material things. And I
Mhm.
think we have lost the real essence of Christmas, which is all
True.
about, loving, sharing, giving, to less fortunate people. And, it's sad how we have become very superficial and very materialistic. So that's why I prefer a very simple. I think, when a person grows older, you tend to be more simple and just be happy, be content with whatever you have. So, well, I'm glad that you're with your family, this Christmas. So take lots of pictures, by the way, and post them on your Instagram.
I will take pictures. I just need to post them. I can't hear you. I don't know if it's my connection or yours, but you're stuck. Oh, now I
Can you
see
hear
you.
me?
Yeah, now I can
Okay.
hear.
All right. So what do you think of Miss Grand Hong Kong?
I love her. She's really
Yeah.
sweet, actually, because like when she first did her thing, I was like, whoa, Hong Kong, here's Hong Kong. Like she made an impression. Then she did a couple of more times, and she was always being very extra. So like one time I went up to her and I was like, hey Sen, because Sen is her name. I was like, is this who you really are? Or is it just an act you're performing? And she told me that also like when she's like around with her friends, she's always the one that's like cheering up the mood. She's like a party on her own. But like she did feel the pressure that since she started this image, she had to like keep on having that image. She told me that in honest. And we had like also like deeper conversations together. So I really liked her as a person. And I also appreciated that she like was out there and just doing something different, and she was not afraid to show herself to the world, and I respect that.
Somebody says, did you know that Miss Grand Hong Kong lost her wallet and money after the show? Did the
What?
girls know? yeah, she lost her wallet and money after the show. It's just a rumor has it that Miss Grand Hong Kong lost her money and wallet.
She
It's
had
weird because I wasn't even sure because I followed her on her Instagram, but I wasn't even sure if her Instagram account is real because, or maybe it was just made up by somebody who likes Miss Grand Hong Kong. So I posted something like, is this the real Miss Grand Hong Kong? How come you never make any lives on Instagram? No, there were no reels, no lives. Everything was made by a fan, by a post fan. So I'm not sure if that's a real account.
I
But yeah,
believe
so she was,
started
yeah,
her accounts during the pageant. She didn't have an Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, I believe.
yeah,
As far as I remember, she like made them right at the moment when she like got viral. She was like, okay, let me just put it up. I believe it was something like that. But I was
okay,
not aware about her wallet. I even talked to her the day after the finals and she told me she was staying a couple of more days, but she didn't mention anything about a wallet.
yeah. Is it true that she stormed out to the stage after her country was not called in the top 20? So there
Uh,
was there
I
was
was
like a
because like I
okay.
was standing in the front of the stage, so I'm not sure what happened behind me.
Was there a coronation party, like a parade party? Did you see her there?
There was not really a party, no.
Okay, so everybody just went
We're
back to
just
their rooms.
Yeah, there were some girls that like gathered together and were like, whoop, whoop, oh, so sad we're not going to see each other anymore. Kind of sad, emotional party, but also like, hey, it's over. Kind of like just a
Yeah.
last get together. Because it's also like an emotional kind of thing, you're like living with the same people every day, seeing the same people. And you're aware that once you get on the plane, you'll probably won't see most of the people. And it's really sad because like with some of the people you actually build a real connection with and
Hmm. Okay.
you won't see them.
Somebody's asking about Miss Grand Cambodia because Cambodia made the top 10 because of popular vote, but a lot of fans are not happy because she made the top 10 without actually competing in the top 20. So do you think this is fair?
In my opinion, I think they should have a top 11. So,
Yes.
the one person could have the van vote, and then there would actually be like a top 10 that's advancing from the top 20. That's what I think
Yeah,
would have
or what about like a top 21 rather than top
happened.
20,
Yeah.
top
But
21.
like
So at least
obviously it sounds more impressive if you could like fan vote your contestant into the top 10 instead of like a top 20. So I
Mhm.
get why they would pick the top 10 because like obviously if you have enough people that want you to get in there, why not?
Mhm. I think the Cambodian fans are coming strong this year. I think they're really hungry for blood because because
Talk
there
about
isn't
it.
because every day 24/7 they share, they love all the images and videos of Miss Grand Cambodia. So that's
Mhm.
why she has become so popular, which
Yeah.
she deserves. Which is amazing that she's getting all this support, from her fans.
Yeah.
Now another thing, what do you think of Miss Grand South Africa? I mean, she was fourth runner up, but she is not part of the media tour. What's wrong? What happened? Do you know?
I saw a video online of Miss Nawat saying that the other girls, the other runner-ups, they just had like their flights already like not after the final night. So they like booked their ticket for like 3 more days or something and they just joined with the media tour, but they didn't have anything planned. South
Oh,
Africa had her flight on the day after the final, such as like most of the girls, like me too. So she just flew home. But like the
okay.
runner-ups are not under the responsibility of the organization. They just wanted to join. So they joined media tour, but that wasn't planned on the final night or something
Right.
like that. That's what I've heard from Nawat, his statement.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. But I think, how would you feel though if you were in Miss South Africa's position?
Um, I would feel left out.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
understand where she's coming from because
Yeah.
like I talked to her like the night after the final, and she was like, she asked the staff, and she was told to just, she could just go home. And so I was like, okay, all the runner-ups are going home. And then all of a sudden I saw a media tour and she wasn't there. So I didn't know what was happening either. And all I saw was everything that you probably also saw like online. And I was like, what's happening? And then I saw her posting like hashtag where's South Africa? And I was like, what's happening? Like even she doesn't know why it's happening. And then I saw that she posted that she was thankful that Mr. Nawat gave an explanation. So then I saw the explanation. I was like, that actually makes sense, but I get how she felt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually think it's really, I have to say, I have to be honest, but I think it's really poor planning on the part of MGI because they could have like allowed South Africa to stay and join the other girls, because I would really feel totally left out. And I really felt bad for her. And now the Miss Grand South Africa organization, they're threatening to drop the franchise because of that incident. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So it is unfortunate. But you know what? Again, everything's beyond our control. We don't run the organization. Now what does, so he can do whatever he wants. It's his company. So yeah. Um, what other questions can I ask you? What other questions do you want people to ask you? What other comments that you want to add about your experience in Miss Grand International?
What I would want to add, there's actually one thing I want people to know, and that's something about Miss Grand Venezuela. So on the night of the national costumes, that's actually the night that was exactly 1 year ago that my grandmother passed away, which I was actually having a hard time with. I shared it in my story, and from all the girls that I follow and that follow me from the competition, she was the only one who wrote me that my grandmother was with me and that she's proud of me and looking from heaven to me. And I will never forget that. From that night on, I had like more respect for her. And I just want people to know that she did that, because like that made a positive impression on me. And it actually makes me emotional because like I told her like from that day on, every single day, like, I'm so thankful you did that. You're the only girl who wrote me that. And yeah.
Oh, that is so sweet. Now, did Nawat found out about this? Did you tell Nawat?
No, I didn't. I didn't
Okay.
tell anybody. I was just like, I'm here for the competition.
Yeah.
And this is just my personal matter that I have to deal with. So I'm just.
Yeah. That is so sweet of her. That's so nice of her. Yeah, that's so sweet. Well, thank you, Miss Venezuela, for consoling Miss Grand Netherlands. You were such a wonderful, beautiful person
Yeah.
inside and out. So thank you for doing that to Natalie.
Yeah.
Listen, have a wonderful Christmas with your family.
Thank
Uh,
you.
I know everything's going to work out well. What's next for Natalie?
I don't even know what's next.
You don't even know.
It's so soon. Like I finished my school before attending Miss Grand. Then I got a job as a social media manager, and I quit my job to go to Thailand. That was my own conscious choice. So I do have 2 job opportunities here in the Netherlands, but as I've told you probably before, America is like something that I've been wanting to go to since I was a little child. So I'm actually trying to find a job in LA if possible. And if that would be possible, then obviously I would love to move to LA if that's possible. I really.
Well, LA, people move to LA. Well, you know what? The majority of the people who live in LA right now are not originally from LA. So they're most of them are outsiders. But LA, especially Hollywood these days, it's not the same thing anymore, like maybe 20 years ago. Everything has become so corrupt and really very negative and very cynical. So I mean, it's your life. You can do whatever you want. If you feel like you're going to LA, go for it. But there's certain
What other
places that,
state in America would you recommend me?
well, Atlanta is a burgeoning city. There are lots of opportunities in media in Atlanta. That's one thing you may want to consider. Nashville in Tennessee is also booming. Let me see. Maybe Florida. Florida is a beautiful state. It's very warm. You're going to love the weather. Miami, lots of opportunities. They're always looking for new, fresh people. Yeah, I would stay away from Los Angeles unless a company actually hires you and
Yeah.
flies you there. So, but other than that, it's just my opinion. It's your life. You can do whatever you want, and I wish you the best of luck in whatever you do. I will support you 100% all the way. Okay, baby girl.
Rafa, I just want to say I wish you also very happy holidays with your friends or with your family. I hope it's not as simple as you said it is, because I always like to be extra, especially on the holidays. So just make it extra. And thank you so much for your love. Also, like giving me the honor to like share your platform and to like make me talk on your platform. Thank you for the love you've given me on my journey here as Miss Grand Netherlands. I really appreciate it. I love how you kept on mentioning me and like kept on having me in the picture. It really made me go through, and it was an extra strength for me to go on. And I'm really, really thankful for that, especially like I mentioned before, the Netherlands is not really big in pageantry. So the fact that you kept on seeing me and keeping me in the picture, I will never forget and forever cherish in my heart. So thank you so much for that.
Oh, you're welcome. I think I have a feeling one of these days we will meet each other in person. One of these days.
I would love that.
So Robin, Robin and Stefan, if you're the next pageant you're organizing in the Netherlands, please invite me. Okay, I'll pay for my own airfare. Just find me a good hotel. Okay, because I want to meet this girl right here, and of course you too.
I love you.
Well, actually, I met Robin and Stefan during Miss Grand International 2016 back in Las Vegas. Yeah. Yeah, we actually met in the elevator. It was Robin who noticed me, and he came up to me. Aren't you Rafa from Critical Beauty? Yes, you're Robin, right? And Stefan. So I met them right away in the elevator. So that was a grand meeting in the elevator.
Ooh.
So yeah, I love the both of you guys. I love you so much. Listen, oh, one thing I forgot to mention. Oh, your street food video I thought was hilarious. It was hilarious. And I don't understand why they did not give an award to best street videos. Nawat, you naughty boy, you should have given an award to Netherlands and to two other contestants, I think. So yeah, you deserve a best street food award. That was so funny. I couldn't stop laughing. It was very original. It was very colorful. It was funny. Your personality just like came out of that video instantly. Did you write that? Did you write that script?
Yes, I did. It was my entire idea. Like I made up everything, and I was like, I don't want to just like go to a food stand and be like, hey, this is herring. I was like, I want something that fits with me and like my video skills and like the way I do it, because I was already aware that many people would probably also have like a video production team, and I was like, I will just do it like my way and how I feel like I would describe my personality the best. So that's why I picked the style that I did.
that was amazing. That was hilarious. And also, my favorite part was when the wind was blowing and your crown fell, and then you gave an instant punchline. Oh, that's hilarious! I love that.
I hated that part. I was like, this is ruining my video.
I'm telling you, maybe you should launch your own YouTube channel.
I was actually considering, because I was like, what's the next step for Natalie? And I was like, maybe I should just do YouTube. But then every single time when I consider YouTube, I get into the dilemma of like English or Dutch, English or Dutch, English or Dutch. And that's where I get stuck and I don't do anything.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I think you have more fans from the English speaking world. And since English is a universal language, yeah, do it in English. Do it in English,
But there's also like more like, how do you say that in English? There's more competitors in English.
No, well, it really depends on the theme, on your subject matter. Really, that's what counts. But you
I
know
think
what? Don't
something with
just
travel or food.
yeah. There you go. Travel vlogger. From a Dutch perspective or something like that. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Or of course, you could talk about all your pageant experience. The possibilities are endless and stuff. Now,
True.
darling, before I let you go, is there a message that you would like to transmit to all your followers from all over the world?
Yes, I would love to thank everybody from all over the world who have been supporting me from day to day here, not only in this Miss Grand Netherlands journey, but also upfront the journey and like the other days, and who are still supporting me. I'm really, really thankful for that. It definitely kept me going, especially since I know that the Netherlands is not a big country in pageantry, and the fact that you like acknowledged us and gave us like a platform and the attention that we, as also like all the other countries, need to be seen in a pageant means a lot to me. I'm really, really thankful for that, and I will definitely never forget you. I've seen every single one of you. I've seen the posts. I've tried to comment on most of them, the posts, the comments, and I will never forget them, and I'll forever be thankful for that. So thank you so much for that.
Okay. Yeah, they're sending all their loves. We love you, Natalie. We love you. We love Miss Netherlands. Good luck in your life, etc. So yeah, they're sending you a lot of love. So listen, enjoy your Christmas, and I will talk to you hopefully soon, and we can continue chatting and stuff and everything. And in the next pageant, maybe you and I can do some commentating about Miss Grand International next year. I'll invite you to my show.
Exciting.
And you can give your own opinion about the girls next year. So that'd be great.
That's exciting. I'd be beyond honored to do that with you.
So have a wonderful Christmas. Have a wonderful rest of the week. And of course, if I don't talk to you soon, I wish you a happy new year. And I'm sure bigger, brighter, and more beautiful things will happen to you because you deserve them, Miss Natalie. You deserve them.
Same goes for you. Merry Christmas. I'll definitely write you again around Christmas time, and I'm sure I will speak to you around Christmas, New Year's Eve again, and I'll write you a happy New Year.
I would love that.
More prosperous.
Like love you.
All your dreams.
Love
you too. Thank you so much. A virtual hug. Oh.
Thank you, Critical Beauty Salon viewers. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And we all love you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye-bye.